Hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, I want to welcome you to a day in the life of a single mom, special needs single mom, and an autistic teenage daughter. Well, I have some news to talk to you all about, and I could not wait to tell you. And what I want to say first that you all mean so much to me, who is my regular subscribers, my regular viewers, and I could not do this with you without you if it wasn't for you all making these wonderful videos, bringing it back to you, letting you know how things are, living as a special need mom with a teenager autistic daughter. So here we go. Anyway, what I want to talk to you all about today, Nicole had a dentist appointment located in Indianapolis, Indiana. So I took it upon myself, instead of driving there, I thought it would be a great idea to uh, uh, put in a medical ride um, to go to her dentist appointment. That way that me and her can relax and enjoy the adventure of someone else driving us around. I thought that was cool, which it was a great idea. But this part, what I'm about to tell you, it's gonna knock your socks off, and you're gonna be shocked about what happened. So that's why I decided to come to you all and bring you here, set you down. Uh, uh, hey, grab your cup of coffee, soda, juice, snacks, whatever, um, and gather around with me and listen to this story, what I'm about to tell you. So, anyway, the great news I wanted to let you know is that uh, I wasn't able. Well, let me just start off saying I'm sorry I wasn't able to film at her appointment at the dentist. So this was her second time visiting this dentist that's at the school. It's basically a school inside a hospital, and they cater to special needs. So what I did find out today with the dentist that we met, she informed me, she said that right now they're doing construction and they're building a third floor. And the third floor that they're building at the school in Indianapolis at the college um, is going to be catered to nothing but all special needs, children's and adults. So she said that they're going to also have a sensory room for individuals who special needs and who just need that sensory input at that time. So anyway, at Nicole's appointment, dentist appointment today, because we had to be there at actually her appointment was at 9 o'clock. And for those that don't understand that, if you have someone that's on the spectrum, the reason why the dentist might recommend that they come early, because that way that they don't get overwhelmed concerning crowds. So that's one of the reasons. But anyway, I will have some couple of pictures of us on my post that you can check out during our visit at the school of dentistry in Indianapolis. But okay, let me tell you about her experience. Um, we got there about 8 o'clock in the morning because we had to leave here at four. About well, actually, our medical ride had a ride to pick us up. Well, okay, you know what? Let me start over again. I mean, when I say start over, I'm just gonna explain exactly what happened. After I put the medical ride in, uh, 2 days before her appointment, which is today, because if you're watching this, this is a Thursday, which is September the 25th. So um, our medical ride was scheduled to pick us up at 4:30 a.m. So the driver, he calls at 4 o'clock this morning to let me know that he was in the area to pick us up, and he wanted to know if we was available for early pickup since he was in the area. So I let him know that we was ready and that I was just gather a little tidy ins and out things um, to make the our day go smooth. So he came and picked us up at 4:15, which I'll show you on my security camera. Us leaving out at about 4 something in the morning today. So during our ride, this is the part that I want to let you know. So during our ride, when we first got in, the conversation with the transportation supporter that was transporting us this early this morning, it seemed like it was going smooth. Looked like it was not going to be no issue or anything. And when we was having a conversation, it just looked like a ordinary conversation, just going pretty well. And so he was a young guy. I would say he probably was like in his late 20s, early 30s. And once he jumped on the expressway of I-65, and he was driving normal at a normal pace for the speed of the expressway that requested. And so once he got into of his speed and got relaxed and everything, and our conversation kind of died down, he pretty much got into his own mood. And that's when I noticed everything started changing. And so he was drinking something. I don't know. At the time, I thought it was just water. But after talking to my mom later today, she told me she believed that he was drinking alcohol in water bottle that looks like water, but it probably was some kind of liquor. And the believe me, I believe that's probably what it was. I think it was some kind of liquor. So anyway, this is the part that I want to let you all know that I believe the grace of God was with us. So what happened was me and Nicole was in the vehicle, in his vehicle, which it belongs to the company that he works for, called Premier Care and Transportation. So while we on the expressway, to remind you that the speed limit is 55 on I-65, but if you driving a truck, no, let's go back. If you're driving a truck, it's 55. So if you're driving is 65, he was going over the speed limit. And when I say the over the speed limit, I looked at his speed gauge and I seen about 80 and 90. So then that's when I became concerned. I said to myself, something doesn't seem right. Why is he driving a lot faster? And then also when he was changing lanes, I realized that he was not putting on his signal light, and then he was almost swiped in to like two or three semi trucks on the left side of him when we was driving. When he was driving, um, he almost swiped into like three semi trucks, which I had to interact with him to let him know that, hey, this is not right. That something really doesn't seem right. And so I kept ensuring him. I asked him, was he okay? And he kept telling me that he was fine. He said that he didn't get much sleep. Now, mind you, he never told me anything about any of these things when he came and picked me and Nicole up. if he had told me that he has not got really any sleep since 1 in the morning, I would never ever have gone in that vehicle with him. But anyway, um, since we was in the vehicle and we almost had gotten to Lafayette, Indiana, um, I, I had to engage with him to to keep me, Nicole, safe and leave him safe too, because I felt like our life was in that vehicle, and anything can occur at that particular moment. So anyway, while I'm engaging with him and talking to him, um, I noticed that he did kept speeding up, and he almost swiped into a few cars. And then he even later, before even getting into Lafayette, Indiana, he stopped in some area that I have no idea. So he the first stop that he got to, he decided to pull over, get off the expressway and pull over. Uh, and he told me that he was going to have to use the bathroom. So I asked him, why don't we just go to a gas station when he just go to the bathroom? And he told me, he said that he didn't want to, he didn't feel like it. So he goes and run into, well, he, no, before he get out the vehicle, he grabs a water bottle that was half full, what looked like water. He jumps out and he goes into the bushes. And then by that time he comes back to the vehicle, jumps back in, and tells me if it's okay if he can just takes a 2 minute nap. So I'm thinking to myself, this is going pretty weird. I mean, why would you have to take a nap in the middle of transporting your clients? And so I told him, yeah, you could do that. And I could tell by that time Nicole didn't seem, comfortable with this situation either, because she couldn't understand why we're stopping and why we just sitting. So after 2 minutes, he decided to stop taking his nap, and then he turns around and asks me, "Is everything okay?" And I say, "Yes, everything's fine." And then he grabs another water bottle that was already full in a bag that he has in the front. So he takes that, he goes outside his vehicle and pour it on his face, his hair, and he gets back in. He said, "Oh, I feel so much better now." Then he proceeded to start driving again. And then after um, uh, continue our trip going to Indianapolis, he next again decided to pull over again. He said that he has to use the bathroom. So the same water bottle that was half full, he fills that up with something I could not see that's in the front. And so he goes back and run back in the woods again. And let me tell you guys, while we on the expressway of I-65, we passed like tons of gas stations that's open 24 hours. And I just could not understand the life of me. Why did he not want to go to the gas station? Why would you want to run into the bushes to use the bathroom? So you say you got to use the bathroom. So it seemed like every time he was stopped 3 times, his his character of his personality would completely change. And then I noticed his eyes looked glossy, and I said something doesn't add up with this guy. So um, on still on the trip of going, he's explaining to me that he just so tired. He said that he had to transport a few other clients since 1 o'clock in the morning. He really haven't had any sleep, and so we on the I-65 expressway, and still completing the trip. And he see the sheriff police, he see the state police sitting on the side of the on the road, and That's when he decided to make his third stop. So he pulls over, and so grabs that same water bottle that he had for the first time and the second time. And he tells me, he was like, you know what? If they ever decide to stop me, I'm not going to ever stop. I'm just going to do a high speed chase. I said, a high speed chase. I told him, I said, not with me and my daughter, you're not. So that's what he tells me. And so he gets out and go whatever. Then he comes back, his eyes looking really weird and everything. And so by this time, I had it with him. So I decided to take over the conversation. I decided to let my eyes be his eyes and direct him how to get us safe to our destination. So that way, when I get over to the hospital, that I'll call the transportation service and have them get us a new driver to take us home safe, which they did. That was the great thing that they did. And I explained to them when I got over to the hospital once me and Nicole arrived. Um, I immediately called them and I let them know that I was going to need a new driver. They did ask me what was the reason why. So I explained to the lady on the phone um, from Verizon that the reason why, because the driver that was transporting us, he was seen a little off, and that I did not feel safe for him to take me and my daughter back. And I even elaborated with her that he almost swiped in three semi trucks, and they even honked their horn at him. And then he even almost hit a few vehicles um, once we arrived to Indianapolis, especially getting to the stoplight. He almost like slammed right into them. And I even had to tell him when to stop, when to slow down when he went around curves on the expressway. And I just want to tell you all, I just feels like it was just the grace of God that got me and Nicole and this food to our destination. Because if it wasn't just my quick thinking, who would knows what would happen? And I just don't want to think about what could have happened. All I was just trying to do is get us there safe. So, but on the ride coming home, it was much, much better, much better. They gave me a better driver. They even called me during Nicole's procedure at her dentist appointment that they have a new driver, um, that he would be on the way. They said that he has a 45-minute drive to me at the school, and that once he arrived, he would call me, let me know he's outside, and he did, and he was no problem. And I found out during my conversation talking to him in the vehicle, he asked me what this guy looks like. So he asked me, was he an older guy, a younger guy? I said he was a younger guy, and he asked me what color his vehicle. So I told him that it was the same color his vehicle, but it was from the company's. And so that he told me the guy that I described was the guy that is known to drink on the job. And but you know what I don't understand is, if the company knows that, why in the world would they risk their clients or patients' life with a drunk? It's obvious that this guy has an issue. He should not be driving no one, transporting anyone if he has a drinking problem. But you know what? The only thing I could say that we made it home safe today. Me and Nicole, we got back here about maybe 1:15 p.m. our time, because Indianapolis, they are an hour ahead of us. But I just thought that I'll run that by you all to let you know how our day went. and that Nicole's procedure at her dentist appointment went well, and it just went so smooth. And the dentist that we met, she made Nicole feel so comfortable by showing her what the objects look like that she was going to use for her, and it was just so amazing, so amazing. And she has another upcoming appointment next year in April. And so I want to thank you all for taking this time out of your time to sit down with me and listen to my story. And I did promise you all from my video camera that I was going to show you us leaving out this morning. Um, what it looked like when we was preparing ourselves to go to the first transport person who did not make the trip there seem safe. But anyway, I like I said, I want you to know that her procedure went well and that there was no complication. I wasn't able to film inside because they have a sign to let you know that there's no filming. So, but I just can tell you that she, for the very first time, she sat into the dentist chair. She didn't sit all the way back, but she sat in the chair. So that's a big milestone and a big thumbs up. So anyway, I want to take this time and show you the video that what it looks like us leaving out this morning at 4 something. I also want to remind you all who has Medicare or Medicaid or whatever medical insurance provided that you have that um, give you medical rise. You have the option to relate information to the company, transportation company, if you don't feel that um, your transporter that going to transport you or your loved one to your destination is a great fit. um, you can always reach out to them anywhere, even if you have to go to a gas station or somewhere that's safe, and request another transporter to come pick you up at any location. You have that right. You have that right to request it and to tell the reason why. So that's the reason why I made this video, because I wanted you all to know what our experience was like today, and the scary situation that occurred, because that shouldn't have happened. And no one in their natural life should ever have to experience someone who's putting their life and their loved one's life in danger, and also themselves, especially if they feel like that they have to drink um, to get through the day. I wouldn't recommend it. And like I said, I just feels like if you feel that the person that is transporting you is not a great fit for you or your loved one, you have that obligation at any location and any time to end that transport and reach out to the company and request another driver to pick you up, even if you have to wait to an hour, even if you have to go to your appointment late. It's best to be safe than sorry. So until then, I hope that you are having a pleasant day or a pleasant evening, whatever day you're watching this, because you all mean so much to me. Watching our videos and supporting us. And until then, I look forward to talking to you all again for another great video. And you can share this video if you like. Have a good day. Bye bye.